My sister thinks it'd be hysterical if I had a wheelchair dog. I don't find that to be funny. I don't think she'll conveniently fit underneath the seat of a plane. So, no offense to any wheelchair dogs out there. I just had this really happy, healthy dog that was taking all these walks with me, and so, I don't know, I feel like this just hit us out of the middle of nowhere. She's only 2.5. Hey guys, it's Jess and Katie here, and I haven't filmed very many videos. Haven't filmed any videos in the last like week and a half. I don't know, I have a mantra this month from this little, I hope that ear isn't too loud. I have a little mantra this month from this cool little Etsy book. If I remember, I'll link it below. It says, shine when you want to and allow yourself to dim when you need a break. So I think that's how I've been feeling, is like I just have needed a break. I haven't felt like I've gotten a summer because I've been trapped inside, and that's very strange because I'm not working because I'm a teacher, so I have my summer off and I've been trying to enjoy it. And in a lot of ways I have. I think the past few weeks have just been a bummer because of this little bug right here. So I don't know, about 5 weeks ago we were out for a walk and Katie just screamed, like, and she never screams, you know, but it was just so loud, it freaked me out. I was horrified. And so I looked at her and I checked her feet and I didn't see anything, and I looked in her paws and I looked at her nails. I couldn't feel anything. I thought maybe she was stung, but then she seemed to be walking around fine, so I kind of let it go. And then the next day she was fine, and then the day after that she screamed again. And that was going on for about 2 weeks, and I just kept thinking if it got worse I was gonna go to the vet, which is what ended up happening. So after about 2 weeks of her having these pains, I went to the vet. I took her to the animal hospital, and they looked at her and they said she has luxating patellas, which is really common in small dogs, and it basically means that your kneecap pops in and out when you're walking. And at that time, right before we went to the vet, we'd gone on one last walk, and I kind of wish I hadn't been walking her at all, but we'd gone on one last walk and she just started wailing, and she cried for like the 10-minute drive to the vet, which was awful, but she was in really bad shape. So the doctor said she had luxating patellas in both knees, and that we needed to start her on some anti-inflammatory meds. So we did that. He gave her a shot so that it would kick in faster, because he said she was in a lot of discomfort. So we wanted to take care of that, and then what we would have to do is take the medication and just kind of see how it goes, because it is unusual for a small dog to have pain associated with luxating patellas. And she clearly has pain. So I just finished the course of anti-inflammatories, and we'd also gotten some pain medication that I didn't end up using because she seemed okay with the anti-inflammatories. And now we finished the medication 2 days ago, and I'd kept her no walks, no nothing. And so yesterday, since we had finished the medication on Sunday, I decided to take her for a walk. And we went for a walk, and about 7 minutes in, she screamed. So I decided, okay, maybe we just pushed it too hard. So then I lugged her around in my bag for the rest of the walk. So we went for another walk this morning, and a minute and 30 seconds into it, I noticed that her leg was out. And I've learned a little bit in the last few weeks of not letting her take walks or anything, and having to carry her to the bathroom and all this craziness. She got terrified of the wood floors because she doesn't have very good traction on them, so I think she associates that with her legs going out. So she got afraid to go to the place where she normally goes to the bathroom. She only felt safe on the carpet, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I finally have gotten her a little bit braver again, and she's doing well with that. But a minute and a half into the walk today, her leg went out, and I looked down at it, and the other day I had thought I had noticed that her left leg had gone out, and initially when all of this very first started, it was her left leg, and then it switched to the right, and then she became in the intolerable kind of pain, and it was the right when I took her to the animal hospital. So this morning on the walk, her left leg went out, and she screamed, and I fixed it because I have learned how to, basically, if you push the knee in and you pull it out very gently. I saw this wonderful woman on YouTube explain how she does this for her dog, and that really helped me. And you can literally feel the knee click when you do that, and then she's fine. So I did that, and she was fine, and 2 seconds later the right leg went out. So I'm just at a loss for what to do. I really am. The doctor does not, you know, he's not keen on the idea of surgery, but I'm scared that that might be our only option. And I'm not just scared because financially it's a huge cost. I'd pretty much pay anything to make her comfortable, because I think the most important thing here is her quality of life, which is what concerns me so much. So the next step, basically, we were supposed to try to finish the medications and see how she did. So this is how she's doing. She's screaming on her walks now that we're not taking the meds. So I'm feeling really frustrated. I don't know. I've seen some weird braces, but what am I gonna do? Brace up both of her legs? And basically our next option is to get an x-ray, which is gonna be $300. And what does the x-ray tell you? It will confirm the luxating patellas. It may show us what stage luxating patellas she has. There are 4 stages. Small dogs usually have a stage 1 or 2, but pain is not usually associated in those. It's usually a higher stage if there's pain. Another thought I had when I was doing research is that maybe she tore her ACL, and that was the problem. And the problem with that is that it doesn't show up on an x-ray. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should spend $300 to get an x-ray that's just going to confirm what the doctor literally can feel and what I can feel, or if there's something else that can be shown from an x-ray if it won't show the ACL, you know. And I'm just like looking up things to do, and I see these braces and people say glucosamine, and there's other supplements. I switched her back to her very expensive dog food from, I'll link it below, which she really loves. But prior to this incident, the first like injury, I had switched her dog food like a month and a half before, because I realized that we were paying like an astronomical amount, which was fine because she doesn't eat very much. She eats like 1/4 cup a day. I mean, I'm sorry, about 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup a day total. So I don't know. One of the first things that they say to do is weight loss can be helpful if there's just too much weight. So I think that's where we're gonna start. She's already a very small dog, you know. She's only, when we went to the vet, he said she was 8 pounds, but that means that she had gained probably like 1 pound in the last year. I don't know, but he also said she looks really healthy, and I didn't know. And at first she was underweight because, you know, I've had her for about 2 years, but I have never had a dog, so I don't really know how to gauge like how much should they weigh. But he said she thinks she's completely normal weight, but I'm just thinking, you know, if they said she was normal the last time too, then maybe we can cut her weight a little bit and go from there and see if that helps. But man, I'm just at a loss, because it's basically like an x-ray for what? Like, what is that gonna do? It's just gonna confirm what we know. The only reason that I see the x-ray being helpful is if she has to have surgery, so that, you know, they have a map basically to work off of. But I don't know, it's very scary, and she's gonna have to have it on both sides because it's clearly both sides of her body. She's just so bummed out from being inside all the time. It's just like heartbreaking. But literally 1 minute and 30 seconds is how far we got today. before she screamed, and I just don't want to push it, because if it is like a torn ACL, maybe we can heal it by keeping her calm. And so super stressful, and she's just my bestest friend in the world, so I'm just trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. I don't know if you guys have small dogs or big dogs with luxating patellas, but I'd love any feedback or advice that you have. And whether you have a dog or not, we'd still be accepting your prayers. So I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you for letting me vent, and I don't know when I'm posting videos, but I am posting videos weekly. I keep changing the days. So anyway, I'll post videos weekly. Please leave a comment below if you have any advice for us, or if you've been through similar experiences, because that would surely help me navigate this, because I'm a first-time dog mom and I'm feeling kind of lost. So Katie, can you say goodbye? Actually, before we go, I can show you. Come here, bug. Come here. Oh. You see, basically, if you push her leg out and then you push it back in gently, please don't follow my tutorial. I'm just giving you an example, but basically, if you move her knee up and down like that, it helps pop it back into place. You just have to be really gentle. And this is where the dog's knee is located. I also read that you can do little massages, which I give her massages relatively often, because she's her mother's dog, so she has a lot of anxiety. It's terrible. But yeah, so give us a like and a thumbs up. Let us know if you have any patella advice. Thanks for listening, as always. I hope to be posting some more videos, but I'm really cutting it down to the wire. So goodbye for now.